welcome back, guys. So today is October 15th, 2023, and I definitely know it's been a while since I recorded my last vlog. The entire summer, some trips, some travels, some trials and tribulations, but here we are. I actually spent this morning looking at my last vlog. I think it was my fifth one back in January in terms of some of the goals that I wanted to achieve, and we're at the home stretch of 2023, and I definitely got some things that I wanted to get done, like in terms of travel and stuff like that. And I'm actually officially moving to New York City, to Manhattan, like I said in my last vlog, next Saturday. Don't ask me if I started packing yet. It's it's part of the trials and tribulations that I was talking about earlier. But it's exciting, and I'm honestly glad I recorded that video. And just thinking this morning, like there's no other way to put it, but like I haven't been consistent, and I've always been that type of person that's been extremely hard on myself, like when it comes to my goals and to what I want to achieve in life. But honestly, like, sometimes it makes sense to kind of go easy on yourself, forgive yourself, and just get back on the horse. So, like, I turned 29 this year. It's my last year of my 20s. Like, the move to Manhattan was definitely motivated based on career opportunities, financial opportunities. And I've always been a hyper goal-oriented person when it comes to my physique, when it comes to my social life, when it comes to my spirituality and just my relationships with family. And I was just talking about it earlier, like, I feel like in order for me to move to the next stage in my life in terms of romantic or partnership, like, I feel like I really need to tone down on the business aspect and making money, or even starting my own business. Because like I mentioned before with a conversation with some friends, like, it's disheartening to see people that put in 25 years into a business, and for management to shake up, or politics to happen, and for someone to leave, like, be left high and dry. And to be honest with you, in order for me to be happy and stable in a relationship or even have a family, I feel like I'd rather be in control of my destiny, of my family's destiny, and be dependent on a third party or someone in the middle. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely customers can change, the business can change, and there's definitely risk to it. It sounds sexy and everything. But that's ultimately where I feel like the most anxiety right now. Like, in terms of finances, I'm very comfortable. I'm blessed. The years of hard work, the years of making the right decisions have paid off. But, in order, like I said, in order for me to comfortably make the next transition, excuse the wind, I got to make this step. I got to start making money on my own. I have the skills. There's no excuses. I've definitely spent, quite a bit of time in 2023, a little bit distracted, chasing things that don't necessarily align with my goals. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm pretty hard on myself, but I think, there's pros and cons to that. That's the reason why I've gotten to where I am today, with my background, which wasn't the most stable upbringing, but, I'm grateful because it shaped me to be the man that I am today, and yeah. So, like, what's next? Like, some of the ideas that I was talking about in my last vlog, or we've been thinking about, like, a SaaS business or software-based business. And to be honest with you, I've always been, okay, let's find the quickest business to potentially start making money. And I have done that in the past, like even 5 years ago, like 2018. I was doing like wholesaling in real estate. I made some money in that. And I had to choose between, just starting my career in software engineering, between that and the real estate thing. And economically, things have changed in the housing market. I made this decision to kind of let that business go and focus on my career. And I can't say it hasn't paid off, but, the economics of the world have changed with interest rates, how they are, housing prices, how they are. Maybe it was luck, maybe it was just me being conservative or making excuses for why not to continue that business. But I think actually one of the main drivers for kind of letting that go is like scalability. Like with software, I feel like there's a lot more flexibility. Yes, it's easy for competitors to come in because there's less barriers to the business. But it gives you that flexibility, and it's something like I've spent so much time, maybe it's sunk cost fallacy, like I've spent so much time developing my software engineering skills that I'm like afraid of letting that go and afraid of making that jump into something that's less software oriented. And but we'll see. Honestly, I think I made the right decision in pursuing what I am pursuing in terms of business. And with that sense, like, I really want to align like some of the big goals in my life. Like when it comes to fitness, I spend a lot of time of over 10 years training on, working on my body. For those of you who know me, like I'm a pretty active guy. I'm pretty fit for who I am. And I plan on continuing doing that. And, from what I hear about a lot of entrepreneurs, they kind of let that go on the wayside while they're developing their business. And for the sake of my mental health and just my physical being, I don't think that really makes sense. So, I was kind of on the fence about potentially starting a business in regards to like fitness. But I think I'm going to go ahead and make the jump. And I think this is me actually making an official decision of like starting and making my own fitness app. Details are still kind of in the works. I've seen competitors that have, coaching apps that go into to like bundle together with their standard like fitness tracker app. And I'm really attracted to the idea of like creating a fitness community somewhere like almost like a Reddit, a little bit more personal, like stats, kind of like a leaderboard for like who's the most fit person, like maybe in the world or locally. Like, I don't know. I want to be able to give people kind of that slice of what I'm so in love with, like when it comes to fitness. And I think creating an app where it makes it easy to find those people, to make those connections. Because I feel like in the last, 3 or 4 years that I've been in Stanford, some of the strongest relationships that I've built, obviously the pandemic kind of shut down the office, but some of the greatest people and friendships that I've made have been through the gym. I go to a higher end gym here in Stanford, Chelsea Piers. And, I think I made the right decision on that aspect because it's definitely more expensive than a traditional gym. So, you get high end, people that make, good money and are highly motivated to stay fit. And those are the kind of people that I want to have in my life, people that kind of have those shared values. So I want to make it easy for people that are into fitness, outside of the gym, to meet people that are like them. I guess Instagram kind of fulfills that. Obviously, there are fitness trackers that already exist, but kind of bringing those together, maybe making a web interface or making it easier for people that are in the fitness space to like monetize, make it easier for them to monetize their clientele, like in terms of fitness tracking and stuff like that, or even making it competitive, like making it a game. I've always been a hyper competitive people. I feel like people that are athletes are naturally competitive people. So if you can create a application or a platform, I know that there's Apple Fitness, I'm sure there's a Google equivalent, but I feel like with me, my dedication, not only in like the software space, but also the fitness space, I think that's the right move. Honestly, like it just feels like that synergy. I think it makes sense. Like that's where, like I don't want to just build a business that I hate, that makes me a ton of money, but like isn't really aligned or takes me away from like my other things, like my family and the fitness aspect of my life. And I feel like if I'm going to try a business, maybe I should try the fitness, because if it works out, it's going to be amazing. Yeah, forgive the wind. I'm not sure how the audio is going to come out in this video, but yeah, like that's what I'm excited for. Anyways, I kind of want to wrap up this video. I don't want to make it too long. But yeah, I mean, that's my life update. That's what I've been thinking about. And honestly, we'll see what happens next. I think my next vlog is going to be in New York City, you know, Lord willing. But anyways, guys, I guess leave some comments down below what you guys are thinking, or what you, like, if you know me, or if you're kind of like in the same space where you're like looking at you're in like a big transitional moment in your life, and like some of the thoughts that you think, it's like normal. Like, it's okay to feel that anxiety, that nervousness, you know, that excitement of change. But like I've always said, like, you can't expect life to change without change. Anyways, I'm going to sign off. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Ciao.